Good morning, children. This is MD Ramjanvik. Today I am going to teach 10th class English. It is from second unit. Textual grammar is given to you, children. That textual grammar is discussed about simple past tense and present perfect tense. To take a notebook and get ready. What is it discussed here? Present perfect tense and simple past tense. Both are discussed in the second unit of textual grammar. So now let me come to first of all present perfect tense. What is present perfect tense? So this present perfect tense is one of the present tenses. Each tense has four subtenses. You know that well. So present perfect is third one from present tense. What are they? From present tense, simple present tense or present indefinite. Second one is present continuous. Third one is present perfect tense. And the fourth one is present perfect continuous tense. So present perfect tense is discussed in your textbook. Let me come to that. What it discusses? If you go back, what is simple, what is present perfect tense? Generally, each tense it describes generally. It's verb form only describes. Verb form only describes the sentence is in which tense. That means again you can also understand. Form of the verb, it describes the sentence is in which tense. That is why here, simply to understand, present perfect tense is, it has some structure. That is the structure, subject, have or has or V3 plus object. So you also have to know that these are helping verbs. These helping verbs, how do we use this? To which persons we use, which subjects we use. Let me come there to write here. For the first person, I and we persons in present perfect tense have is used, helping verb. And for the subject you, have is used. But when we come to third person singulars, he, she and it. For these singular persons of the third person, we have to use has helping verb. And the plural form of third person, they, for this they subject, have is used. So basically you have to know this helping verbs to use in this tense, present perfect tense. Later we have to come to know that what is its meaning. So present perfect tense, it tells the past action, it expresses the past action. How to know that past action generally we use to describe any past experience in three ways. Generally we discuss them. But simply to understand, the present perfect tense is the action which completed in the past, that it may be related to days the past action. Understand? So if you are going to share your feeling of today's action, those finished today, that actions, then you can use the present perfect tense. And sometimes we use that the past and recently which we some experience we have, for that purpose also we use the present perfect tense. So the experiences, so those are with the speaker, then present perfect tense is used. And generally it tells here the action of the verb, it describes the action completed in the past generally, and that it is also used, we may also use it today, it is that action finished, completely finished. In that purpose we use the present perfect tense. So to use this present perfect tense, when we are using the today's actions, those we have completed actions, to say that maybe few seconds ago today, few hours ago today, like that in the morning, in the afternoon when we are discussing that actions completed. For that purpose also we use the present perfect tense. Do you understand here? The actions, those have been completed in the morning, few seconds ago, few hours ago. In that sense also we can use the present perfect tense. Sometimes we use that our feelings, our experiences, those completed in the past, that we can say in the present perfect tense. Do you understand? So here basically you have to know that helping verb how to use, for which persons we use in this present perfect tense. Is it clear? So in the present perfect tense, according to the subject we use the helping verb. Is it right? So I, we, have, and you subject have, but he, she for singulars of the third person, has is used, and next for they person, have is used. This you have to know first. These helping verbs how to use. So I think that you have come to know that what is present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is nothing but the action which is completed, which is finished completely, whether it may be today or in the past. In that situation, so we use that. Now you see that I'm coming to the sentences, how to write these sentences, present perfect tense. In textbook also, some sentences are given in three different ways that sentence are given. But before going to that sentences, let me explain that you concentrate here. For example, for I and we have is used. I have visited. I have visited my school today morning. How is the sentence? You see that have visited, that means today completed that action. So time also mentioned here, but means today morning it's a few minutes ago. You can write if you want to say that. So but whereas for we also have it comes helping verb. For you subject also have is used and V3 is used. But for he, she, it, for he or she, for these persons, what helping verb we have to use? Has visited. You take the same verb to understand. Has visited his school or her school. Her school today morning or today simply. So that means it is saying that action completed, finished completely in the morning. So that it is discussing about the past action, but it is saying that completely that action completed, finished. So when it happened today, it happened. So that verb shows an action in the sentence which is completed or which is finished. Either it may be today or few hours ago, few seconds ago, few minutes ago, or it may discuss the past actions also according to the speaker's experiences, according to the speaker's describing that present perfect tense is used. You understand that? So here generally we use just now. The clue words some we take that just now or few minutes ago, hours ago, and recently. These words will come in the end of the sentences. To understand that, for example, to fill up the blanks and some in competitive purpose examination, you can find out the verb and you can write a proper way in editing part, in correction of the sentences. You have to know that some clue words will be given. This like just now, few minutes ago, this is not age, a few minutes ago, hours ago, recently, today, that like clue words will be given. Then we have to use this present perfect tense. Is it clear? And now let me come to that what is a simple past tense. In this unit, that simple past tense also discussed here. What is simple past tense? Simple past tense also discusses the past action only. Children, you have to know that it is nothing but in different sentences out there. That sentences, while reading the sentences, we have to understand in which tense are they, that sentences. So how to know this? That it is easy to know that the verb form or action of the verb, it tells us the sentence is in which tense. Do you understand? Action of the verb, form of the verb, it tells us the sentence is in which tense. So total sentence generally tenses, you know that main tenses 3: present, past and future. Here it is discussed here. Now just now we have discussed the present perfect tense. It is the third one from the present tense, and next it is we have to go to the simple past tense. That it is one of the past tense. Simple past tense or past indefinite tense it is called. So simple past tense also it describes the verb or action of the verb. It describes it shows the past action only, but it is not going to say. It is not going to tell you exactly when happened, when happened. It is not going to tell. That is why simple past tense is nothing but verb shows the past action in the sentence. Verb shows the past action. So for this simple past tense, some structure you must have that subject, verb 2, that is a simple past tense, and object. So according to that, for all subjects, we have to use the past form of the verb. That is a simple past of the verb. For example, you see that I saw a snake is given here. So is a V2 here. See, saw, seen. So past form of the verb is used here. I saw a snake yesterday. If you want to say that yesterday, 2 days ago, and 1 month ago, like that you can write here. For all persons, as we have written that subjects, those are there: first person, second person, and third person. I, we, you, he, she, it, and they. In the place of this, some proper noun also you can use there. Ravi, Raju, and some other. You can also use these proper nouns. So second sentence, I'm coming to that. He played well. Played is V2. So what in these two sentences, what they are telling here? Action completed. That to mention that, to show that, to describe that verb 2 is used here. So here, children, you have to understand that simple past tense, it tells us the past action which is completed in the past. That may be yesterday. Some clue words to understand here. Yesterday will come, and some other words will come there. That may be 1 month ago, a month ago, and last year, last month, last Sunday, last week. That like it will be asked. So this in this situation, we have to use the V2 form here. The past form is used. That is the V2. Simple past tense sentences. In simple past tense sentences, verb 2 is used here. Do you understand this? So what it tells here? That sentences are going to tell you it is going to describe the past actions. Do you understand? So for all persons here, V2 only is used here. Do you understand? But when we go to with clear and clear information, we have to go back to the tenses once again. But now it is there is no time for this period, for this video. You have to understand that the textual grammar which is given to you: present perfect tense and simple past tense. Is it clear? Simple past tense is going to describe only the past action. In that past action, what do we use the verb? V2 is used. What is V2? Simple past tense. So that simple past tense verb, it is telling us the sentence is described in the past action. The past actions are described. The past tense actions are described in the past tense, simple past tense. Now let me read out the sentences. Those are in your textbook. You can check there. Are you ready? That unit 2 grammar part. You come to that. That is the fourth bit. You come to the fourth bit. Unit 2, from the unit 2 grammar part. Fourth bit. You see that. That is simple past and present perfect tense. Both are discussed here. Two sentences are given here. As it is written, I am going to just read it out. You will get an idea. Are you ready to see that? Here you see that the simple past tense and present perfect tense is used here. Let me read it out. That it is, they have stolen your clock and bureau. Have stolen. Which tense it is in? Present perfect tense. And one more sentence is given here. The down words, you see that one more sentence. This is, they sneaked into your room like thieves in the night and stole them after you were dead. So stole is given there. In the above sentence, have stolen given there. Here stole given. So that is the verb form. You have to main verb. You have to know that steal, stole, stolen. So in the first sentence, have stolen given there, whereas in the second sentence, only stole given there. V2 is given there. So that second sentence describes the past tense, and the first sentence it describes the present perfect tense. Do you know? So here is some other explanation also given to you. If I read that, you can understand easily. Okay, now you see that the simple past tense is used to refer to past actions or events. Past actions or events are referred here. That it is okay. And in present perfect tense, some other. It is also describing. It is also saying the past action only. But in three ways that are there, you can use that some information in the next page here. Present perfect tense in three ways that are used. That are some are experienced things are there. that will be with us only, and some other sentences are given. Is it clear? So today you have come to know that what is present perfect tense and what is simple past tense. Let me see in the next class, in the next video.